Good morning. This is Mama Zizi sharing with you some of the elderly woman's experience and what she has learned. And that is, every one of us has a story to tell that is both credible and shows our vulnerability, our search, and our success in finding a breakthrough. And that kind of story is very compelling and very helpful in promoting your ideas and everything. And it makes you realize, what is your why? Why are you doing what you're doing? And sometimes you need to go many levels deep and ask yourself why this and another why, maybe 5 to 7 whys until you really understand what your why is. It took me many years to realize what my why is. And my why was to get rid of that feeling of pain in others so that I can tolerate my own pains and to have control over my life. But I only found that out when I started, as a young, probably I was 7 years or 8 years old. No, 7, because no school accepted me whatsoever. They were all afraid because I was seen as a potential financial liability for any school. So all the headmistresses, even of the most expensive private schools, refused to accept me. And I just gave up, and I was homeschooled, so I was really feeling very low that day. And I was sitting in my room, and finally my father comes in and he says, "Guess what, Zizi? We have an interview with Dr. Helen Martin, the principal of the American College for Girls, and it looks like they may accept you in that school." Of course, I didn't want to go. I had enough of being rejected at every turn and everybody. So I just started crying and I said, "I don't want to go. I don't want to go to school. I've had enough." But my father and mother, saw my agony and I saw theirs, and we finally compromised, and I went for that interview with Dr. Helen Martin, who's an amazing person. So when I went and talked to her, she was so loving and so understanding of what polio and the paralysis of polio and the harsh treatment of polio, and she was kind and tender and loving. And she said, I said, "Are you going to reject me like the others because I'm a financial liability?" She said, "Of course not. Why should I not accept you? Of course you're welcome. If you want to be with us, I'd love to have you." So I ended up going to that school, and luckily for me, tolerating all the harassment sometimes, the belittling, the bad words like, "Yo, you cripple," and all that, finally I decided, I'm going to really fight my way with gentleness and for love and all that. So one day, when I was in high school, I had this amazing experience where Dr. Martin invited me to her office. Of course, I was very scared and said, "Oh my God, what did I do? Where did I go wrong?" And I was surprised to find the great Helen Keller with her teacher Anna there in the office, and Dr. Martin invited me to have a conversation. And boy, that conversation really turned my life completely 360 degrees. And I said, if that lady who has, doesn't see, doesn't hear, and all that, and she has accomplished so much, what's wrong with being a cripple a bit? There's nothing wrong with that. I should just, start having a life and hopefully inspire people like she inspired me. So that was my turning point. And ever since, I've been trying to give back. And I just want to emphasize one thing, and that is sometimes whenever we feel we can do it on our own. That's not true. We all need help. We all need enablers in our lives, whether it's our parents, or our friends, or individuals that we pay for, like psychologists, counselors, coaches. I've had coaches all my life. I have one right now, and his name is Donovan. He's great, and he helps me with whatever plans I want to, do in my professional life as well. So I've always felt that it's big of any person to admit that they need help. They need someone to enable them. They need someone to coach them. And I hear all my friends saying, oh, I'm thankful to my coach for this and my coach for that. There's nothing wrong. I think it shows that you're a much more open person, a stronger character, that you're never really afraid of having someone who can guide you and show you the way. We all need guides, whether it's a spiritual guide or a work-related guide or nutrition related guide. And look at the coaches. Why is it so acceptable to accept coaches in sports and not accept them for other areas of our lives? Why is that? Why is the negative connotation of accepting psychologists, psychiatrists, anybody who would help, counselors? I think we should seek help wherever we need it, and then we're stronger for it. So anyway, that's what life has taught me, that I welcome anybody, even my own children. I consult them on the minutest thing because I think now they know more than me. And life has turned around so that I was the one who taught them, but they have gone farther and more, they're more competent in areas that I'm not competent in. So I just thought I'd share this and say, let's find our true story. What made us who we are? What really sort of hurt us? Where is that hurt that made us realize we need to do something? What triggered what we're doing now from our childhood? And let's seek that comfort that we can give that child within and comfort that hurt and say our story in a way that's enabling other people. Love you all. This is your elder, Mama Zizi or Mother Bird or whatever. I'm at your disposal anytime you need it. Bye for now. Love you. Bye for now. Bye. Bye. Thank you so much for listening.